I think I see this paper as really looking at how managing social impact supply chains is different than traditional supply chain management work. And we think it's really important to look at the social side now. We spent a lot of years in our field looking at environmental impacts of supply chain, and now there seems to be this is a great time to look at social impacts.
So this paper for me has been an opportunity to understand sustainable operations and supply chain management in a different way, and hopefully to contribute to define sustainable operations and supply chain management in a more effective way. This is because during my PhD and a few years after, I have been studying sustainable operations and supply chain management, focusing on multinational organizations implementing sustainable practices, but to be less harmful to the society and the environment. I knew about social enterprises, but didn't consider them for my research. And this project gave me instead the opportunity to consider social enterprises as a type of organization to study, and I found that this kind of organizations might provide insights for any kind of organization, for profit, social entities, and any kind of organization or corporations who would like to provide a social impact.
So basically, if I have to summarize what the paper is getting at in a nutshell, is that if we want to solve social problems, it's no more a matter of for-profit companies or NGOs that advocate for social welfare, but we need to explore hybrid organizations that set up hybrid supply chains. And these hybrid organizations and hybrid supply chain approaches are needed because firms increasingly experience institutional complexity, which means that they are subject to multiple institutional logics, and specifically in our case, the market logic, so the commercial logic and the social welfare logic, which requires different supply chain management strategies and structures. And so this is what we try to address in our study, looking at these hybrid approaches in between two polar extremes, the purely commercial and the purely social-oriented supply chain management styles.